So I'm going to talk to you first about drawing guides. So what you'll do is you'll click on this wrench. It'll probably be on add because usually it starts off with that one because it's the first option. So what you can do is click on canvas and then click on drawing guide. So you'll notice that it's already on a drawing guide, and if I wanted to use it, I could, or maybe I want to select one, so I can click edit drawing guide. There's going to be some different options. The first one is the 2D grid. With the 2D grid, you can change where things are. You can change the opacity, so you can make it lighter or darker, whatever you need it to be. You can change the thickness of the lines. And then the biggest one that changes it is the grid size. You can change that. So you can click done. And then this can be useful if you want to draw within the grid. So let's say you only want to have a certain color on a certain page or a certain part of your drawing. You could have it, and it would make it so it's not extending past there. Then if you wanted the grid off, you could click on it off like that. Now let's say I want to turn it on, edit there, and then there's assist drawing. So if we click that on, you can also turn it, just so you know. Click done. Assisted drawing is making it so everything is moving to this grid. So if I try to do a diagonal, that's gonna happen. So make sure that that's only on if you want it to be on. Click done. I'm gonna cancel all that stuff. Then what you can do is, let's say you wanna go move on to the next one. So you can click on it again, a drawing isometric. So then there is this tool, same thing. You can change the grid size. Assisted drawing. So if you click done, for this one, it's going to be up and down. You try to do horizontal, it's not gonna work. So horizontal, not gonna work, not gonna work. But it's great if you want to have a design that is parallel, and then you can change like the thickness. So there's some cool things that you could do with that in the background. When you are making your colors, you can click the cards and you'll see that it will identify and it'll automatically name it for you. So let's say you click the color and you click on it and you don't want that color. If you don't want that color, you're gonna hold it, click delete swatch, and it'll no longer be there. There's some other things that we can do. So you can click on these other options. So next up, I'm gonna show you how to do new from camera. Next, I'm going to talk to you about the Lasso Tool. So to use the Lasso Tool, you're going to click on this little mark right there. There are different things that you can do. So if you click automatic, it will detect it. Now it's on layer 3, so there's nothing on it. So if I click layer 2, there are things on it, automatic. It's going to go around it. So I could click it and it could do around there, and it's blocking out all the shapes around there. So I could draw different things on there and it's not going to draw those things on there. So that is pretty nifty if you want to add in different things like that. Like I'm adding a little road kind of around these little geometric forms. So I don't want that, so I'm gonna click that. Some other things I could do. I'm gonna duplicate this real quick. I can do freehand. So let's say I want to change some different things on here. I want to cut this in half. I could take this and now I have, looks like cheese. I have this block and I can turn it, I can change it, I can stack it on something else, and I can play with it and I can do some different things. So you'll notice that there are some different options that I can do with it. So freeform will make it so I can just change the shape however I want. If I don't like that, I can click undo. Oh, there we go. So freeform, change however you want. This will change the rotation of it. This, again, rotation. Oh, that's like around the box, okay. So the green one's the rotation. The uniform one just makes it so that it's the same size. So notice it's just flipped upside down, but it's not changing too much from what it was. There's also these ones, tools that you can use. The magnetic, snapping, distance, some different tools that you can use. That blue line right there. You could flip it, horizontal, vertical, 45 degrees. Fit the canvas, it's super big. Don't want that. If I don't want the snapping, turn that off. I think so. Reset, it goes back to where it was. I can distort it, really stretch that out. I can warp it, really mess it up. Again, if you don't like it, reset it. So with that warping, maybe I just want it to be a little more squished. I'll reset that a little bit. So I'm just gonna warp it. Now it's kind of making it more curved. So if I exit out of it, now it's kind of this curved shape that was created. So there's a lot of cool things that you can do with that. So automatic, freehand, rectangular tool. So the rectangular tool, you can change and edit things. Same thing, you just make it in a rectangle, but now I can move and change that. So let's say I wanted to change that, I put it there, and I wanted to copy it. So I could go on this tool here, click copy, click paste. Now those are already on there, so I can play with it, make it smaller, and put those on there. So you'll notice it's gonna create a new one, so I can merge down, and now they're all there together. Now if I just want to move those, I can take it and put it over here, and I can move these different shapes on over as I please. So it's a rectangle. The ellipse, so let's say I want these shapes, I can move them over. So there's a lot of fun things that you can do with that in terms of your design. Okay, so there's some different things that I could do. So I could click it, I'll do freehand for this. I can copy it, paste it. Now flipping horizontal, and now I have a pair of eyes, so that's something that's pretty cool. They're going to be creating it in its own, so you can click, I'm gonna show you how to do that real quick. You click on it, click merge down, and now it's there. So if I don't want the eyes, I could toggle it, put them down. So you can change those, make them bigger. Again, distorting, make it kind of like in perspective, warp the eyes. Now it's kind of got this like really trippy, weird look to it. So you can kind of change and do different things with that. Next, I'm going to show you if you want to incorporate a real photo and put it in there. So what I can do is I can click on my photos, and I have this one that I took at the National Aviary in Pittsburgh. So I can click on it. I'm going to click copy photo, go Procreate, wrench, paste. So now I have my bird. So I can click that on there, and it's on a new layer as an inserted image. So what I can do is I can erase it, and it's going to erase anything on there. So if I'm going to change it, it's not, there's going to be like a little hole going through there. So let's say I wanted to just kind of take my bird. I'm using the lasso tool to kind of cut out this little birdie. And I'm going to move it, and then let's see, I'm gonna make it a little smaller. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the eraser tool and I'm going to just erase, get this stuff out of there. And now what I can do is I can take that little bird, and it's on uniform, and I'm going to put it just somewhere, and it's just gonna sit right there. Why not? If you don't remember, if you need to do some touch-ups, I can always come here. It's on that layer I'm checking, and you can take it and you can erase it and go up and close. Sometimes it's easier, I think, just to kind of come up here instead of using the lasso tool, so I recommend doing what's easier. The next assignment, what I want you to do is collage a lot of different photos together, and I want you to use the different kinds of drawing guides as well when you're making and using them. So you can go ahead and give that a try. I'm gonna have everybody go ahead and try with that. Then what you can do when you're all done with your process is you can do a video, a time lapse. I'm gonna show you mine real quick. So I added in the birds, used the guidings for that, added in a toucan, a penguin, I sized it down, and then I added in this branch and this tree right here. So go ahead, try this assignment, have some fun with it, and see what cool things you can create.